I mean, first of all, uh, thank you everybody for the time. I'm only going to take like 10 minutes or so. We started this version of proposal app on the GovEC in July. And then we got a grant from Questbook to do this prototype that we did for Arbitrum, and we launched it in April. And you can go to proposals.app, the domain name, or arbitrum.proposals.app is the same thing. And you can see the list of proposals in Arbitrum. And we are aggregating the forum discussion, the on-chain votes and the off-chain votes, so the snapshot votes and the on-chain votes as well, all in the same place. So as you can see here, we have 3 active proposals, meaning with active votes or soon to be active votes. In the case of the drip, there's an on-chain vote coming that's already published, but it's only going to start on Thursday. And you can see that he had an off-chain vote before, and the on-chain vote starts on June 6th, on Thursday. And on the proposal page, you can see, of course, the proposal body with differences and changes. So this is the updates. So some things were changed here, some paragraph was changed here, and you can also see the comments and votes. And you can filter to only see comments from people that have more than 5 million ARB, for example. And you can see Olympio, Sorab from GMX, Entropy, Christoph from L2Beat, Event Horizon, so on and so forth. And of course, you can go into the vote results and see who voted in which way. And you can see who voted against, for example, and why, with the reasons there as well. And you can do this for all Arbitrum proposals. So for example, one that I want to show you is the quorum threshold reduction proposal, where we had an off-chain vote recently, and this is how it went out. And you can see here everybody that voted for that as well, and the comments and the votes from everybody as well. One thing that we show that we think is interesting is that we are mapping the forum accounts with the voting wallets, and we can show that this comment is done by someone with this amount of voting power, right? So we could start reading the feedback on the proposals with the context of how much voting power each person has. And of course, we have the results. And also, something else that we're doing is that if you come here and you sign up with your email, you start getting email notifications that look like this. So this one on the left is for a new discussion. So every time a new discussion is posted on the forum of Arbitrum in the proposals category, we get this email. So this email on the left, for example, I got it like 1 hour ago when the OPCO new proposal was posted. By the way, fun fact, we send these emails faster than the Discourse native email notifications, but yeah, that's an aside. And we also send email notifications for whenever a proposal is about to end, and people should vote on it, and whenever the proposal started, the voting period as well. So that's basically what we are doing and supporting right now in Proposal App. Obviously, very important, we have light mode and dark mode as well. And as you can see, we have here 444 proposals, 496 discussions, and 3 of them are active. So you can just basically come here and search for whatever you want. You can also search for Entropy, for example, and see all the proposals that Entropy did, and which ones are active, and so on and so forth. So I would love to ask you guys to go to Proposal App, start using it, subscribe to the emails if you think that's useful. And one thing that I want to show you, and it's kind of a tease for a proposal that we're going to be posting on the forum this week, is we're going to propose to do some integrations of some proposal.app features into the forum of Arbitrum itself. And so, for example, I want to show you this prototype here where in each proposal post we can see the live results and the link to go vote on that vote, be that on-chain or off-chain. We can also see the tags with the voting power for each person that comments on the forum itself, and we can even click on it to see the voting power at the time that the comment was done. And therefore, people could have more context about who is commenting on the proposals. And another thing that we want to propose is to have a widget here on the main page where people can subscribe to notifications so that they don't miss votes and then they know that they can vote. So I'm going to be posting this proposal tomorrow or the next day. And I want to ask you guys for feedback about all of this and if you think this is useful and what else we could do to take proposals.app features that we have on the app and bring them to the forum where you all are and all the delegates are, and to bring more context into the forum as well. Yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you, Paulo.
Tempetec. Yeah. I think Tempetec wants to ask something.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, fine.
Yeah. Great presentation, great app. Maybe just a comment on the forum integration. If it turns out to be challenging, maybe the alternative could be to have a browser plugin, which could show this.
We already have a proof of concept that technically validates that we can do this. I can send you the link for our own discourse instance, where you can see the voting power in a thread. So we know we can do this. Even for discourse instances that are hosted by discourse itself. So, for example, the Arbitrum forum, the Arbitrum Foundation pays a subscription to Discourse, and the forum is hosted by Discourse. But Discourse can also be self-hosted, so it's open source, so you can download it and have it in your own server. If you have it in your own server, like for example ENS does, you can customize the hell out of it. It's pretty cool. If you go to the ENS forum, it has a bunch of customizations. Because it's easier to do plugins for a self-hosted Discourse instance. For Arbitrum forum, which means that it is hosted by the Discourse company itself, it's more tricky to do those plugins. But we found a way to do it, and we already have a proof of concept that validates that it's possible. We've already, proposal.app, it's me and Andre, my co-founder, which I think is also here in the call. We've had a startup before called Senate, and we've done also this kind of thing. And if you go to the Aave forum, you can see the email notification widget right there, which is something that we did like 2 years ago or something. And we also did it for Uniswap at the time. So we also have experience doing these kind of integrations with forums. And so, yeah, we're using a specific way to do these plugins into the Discord forum so that it works. And it's fast as well, which is actually kind of a tricky thing to do. So we already have a technical proof of concept that it is possible. The tricky part about all this is actually to map the Discourse forum accounts of everybody that is discussing on the Discourse forum with the wallets that vote and have the voting power. So to do this matching and this mapping between wallets and Discourse account, this is actually the tricky part. And we've already did that for the biggest delegates in Arbitrum. We want to, in the future in proposal.app, to have that information on chain, because this mapping of this information is not on chain right now, because there's no delegate profile on chain. But we also have an idea to solve that, and we're going to be doing that later. But yeah, that's actually, I think, the trickiest part to pull this off is to have the Discourse accounts with the voting power.
As the forum account is obviously maintained and managed by the foundation, would appreciate if you could send me some of those integration details, just so I could verify that it's possible from our end.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you, Ram, and explain how that could work. Again, as a kind of a validation, we've done this before for the Aave forum and for the Uniswap forum as well, which they're also self-hosted. Which they're also an instance in the Discourse hosting, just like Arbitrum. So yeah.
Thank you, Paulo. Thank you for the showcase.
I think Tempe wants to ask something else.
Yeah,
Yes.
one more question, one more idea. Did you think about any Telegram integration in a sense that there would be a Telegram bot which would post maybe some things on Telegram?
We used to have a Telegram, a Slack, and a Discord bot that would notify about proposals. It's still running for a few old Discords and so on, but yeah, we could also think about that. Yeah, we've done that before for our previous startup, and it was actually requested by bigger governance teams where they wanted to have a notification on their Slack channels that this new proposal comes up, and we even had people creating a thread from that bot notification and discussing on the thread if they were going to vote against or for and why, and doing the discussion right there on Slack from our bot notifications. So yeah, we could that's something we could do. Yeah.